What if I told you that one of the biggest, most influential automakers on the planet just released a brand new, highly anticipated, cutting-edge vehicle for 2026? And it is already completely obsolete the absolute second it rolls off the assembly line? My friends, if you missed this video, you are going to be left completely in the dark about the real state of the global auto industry. We are standing at the tipping point of the greatest technological revolution in transportation history, and yet, legacy automakers are still desperately trying to sell you a horse and buggy disguised as a spaceship. Today, we are tearing into the brand new 2026 Kia K4 hatchback. It is stunning, it is packed with technology, and it is the ultimate proof that legacy auto is completely terrified of the electric future. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I am thrilled to have you here. Let's talk about Kia. Here in the US, and frankly all over the world, Kia is no stranger to offering affordable cars. We all remember the cheap, entry-level Kia Rio. But since 2018, Kia has abandoned the compact hatchback segment. Now, for 2026, they are jumping back in with the Kia K4 hatchback. And on the surface, it looks like an absolute game-changer. But here is the shocking truth, the elephant in the room that the mainstream automotive media completely ignores because they are too busy drooling over exhaust notes. We are in the year 2026. Electric vehicles are reaching price parity. Battery technology is advancing at a staggering, exponential rate. The Chinese EV market is flooding the globe with highly advanced, hyper-efficient electric cars. And what does Kia put under the hood of this futuristic-looking K4 hatchback? A 1.6-liter turbocharged gas engine. No pure electric version. And incredibly, not even a hybrid option. This is a complete and utter travesty. Underneath the hood, you get a 1.6-liter four-cylinder making 190 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. This engine architecture has been in production for over a decade. They are taking decade-old combustion technology, slapping a shiny new body on it, and trying to convince you that this is the future. It gets a pathetic 26 miles per gallon in the city and 33 on the highway. In 2026, when a standard hybrid gets 50 miles per gallon and an EV gets the equivalent of 120 mpg, releasing a compact car that gets 26 miles per gallon in city traffic is frankly embarrassing. It's the end of the line for this kind of engineering, and Kia knows it. Now, I have to give credit where credit is due. The design team at Kia is doing phenomenal work. The K4 hatchback looks absolutely incredible. They chopped 11 inches off the rear of the sedan version, giving it this incredibly tight, aggressive, almost European hot hatch profile. The front fascia looks like something out of a sci-fi movie, borrowing heavy design cues from their flagship electric SUV, the EV9. You have these sweeping amber LED daytime running lights, a modernized tiger nose grille, and a stance that makes it look far wider and more premium than it actually is. When you see this car in its exclusive sparkling yellow paint, it looks like a vehicle that should be powered by a next-generation solid-state battery. It looks fast, it looks smart, and it looks aerodynamic. But that is exactly the deception of legacy auto. They are using incredible, futuristic styling to mask the fact that the platform underneath is a relic of the past. Let's look at the numbers. The car weighs around 3,300 pounds. It hits 0 to 60 miles per hour in roughly 6.9 seconds. That is incredibly slow compared to the instantaneous torque of modern electric motors. A base model Tesla Model 3 or a BYD Seal will absolutely obliterate this car off the line, without making a sound and without burning a single drop of premium gasoline. Yet, Kia forces you to use an 8-speed conventional automatic transmission. Sure, it's smooth, but it is deeply inefficient compared to the electric drivetrains that are dominating the global sales charts right now. Question for the audience. Let me ask you guys a serious question right now. Are you genuinely still considering buying a pure, 100% gas-powered daily driver in 2026? Or have you finally woken up to the fact that combustion is a dead-end street? Let me know down in the comments. I read every single one. Let's step inside the K4 hatchback, because this is where legacy automakers deploy their greatest trick, the digital distraction. The interior of the K4 is, without a doubt, class-leading for a compact car. You open the door and you are greeted by nearly 30 inches of high-resolution screen real estate. You have a 12.3-inch digital driver's display, a 12.3-inch center infotainment screen, and another 5-inch display dedicated just for climate controls. They even added software that lets you change the UI themes to Disney or Marvel characters. It's a cute trick. You have heated and ventilated seats, something practically unheard of at this price point. You have a 360-degree camera system, 64-color ambient lighting, and high-quality synthetic leather that feels like a massive step up from the cheap plastics of the past. The cargo space is massive, expanding to over 59 cubic feet with the rear seats folded down. That beats the Honda Civic, the Toyota Corolla, and the Mazda 3. But why are they packing this car with luxury-level tech? Because they have to. They know the drivetrain cannot compete on efficiency, acceleration, or total cost of ownership against electric vehicles. So, they blind the consumer with screens, ambient lights, and ventilated seats, hoping you won't notice that you are going to be spending thousands of dollars a year on gasoline and routine engine maintenance. Oil changes, spark plugs, transmission fluid, timing belts. All of these are archaic maintenance burdens that EV owners simply do not have to worry about. Let's talk about how this vehicle stacks up against the competition and why the K4 is fundamentally flawed in its market positioning. The fully loaded GT Line Turbo we are looking at costs roughly $32,500. Yes, that undercuts the Honda Civic Hybrid by a few $1,000s. It undercuts the Mazda 3 Turbo by almost $7,000. But Legacy Auto is only looking at their own legacy rivals. They are playing a game of musical chairs while the ship is sinking. Kia is competing with Honda and Toyota, completely ignoring the tidal wave of affordable EVs sweeping across the planet. If this car is sold globally, it is going to go head-to-head with vehicles from BYD, MG, and other aggressive EV manufacturers that offer better technology, superior performance, and zero emissions for the exact same price, if not cheaper. The K4 hatchback handles well. It has an independent rear suspension, the steering is sharp, and it feels planted on the road. The driving dynamics are surprisingly good for a heavy, front-wheel drive hatchback. But it doesn't even offer all-wheel drive. In 2026, failing to offer AWD on a premium hatchback while forcing buyers to stick with a purely gas engine is an arrogant move by an automaker that thinks consumers have no other choices. Question for the audience. Do you think legacy automakers like Kia are digging their own graves by pouring billions of dollars of R&D into obsolete combustion engines instead of pivoting 100% to EVs? Sound off in the comments below. Let's break down the economics, because this is what truly matters. Kia wants you to pay $32,500 for the top-tier K4. With a 12.4-gallon tank getting roughly 29 miles per gallon in mixed driving, you are looking at a maximum range of around 350 miles per tank. At current fuel prices, the operating cost of this vehicle over a 5-year period will completely wipe out any initial savings you made by choosing this over a similarly priced EV. Every time you brake in the K4, you are grinding away brake pads and creating toxic brake dust. In an EV, regenerative braking captures that energy and puts it back into the battery, saving your brakes and your wallet. Every time you idle at a stoplight in the K4, you are literally burning money. The tragic part is that Kia knows how to build amazing EVs. The Kia EV6 and EV9 are fantastic, groundbreaking vehicles. So why are they releasing a gas-only K4 in 2026? It is the sunk cost fallacy. They have factories built for engines, they have supply chains built for transmissions, and they are terrified of the short-term financial hit they would take by shutting those down. They are prioritizing their quarterly corporate profits over the long-term benefit of the consumer and the inevitable shift in global technology. Ultimately, the 2026 Kia K4 hatchback is a masterpiece of a bygone era. If this car had been released in 2016, it would have been the absolute undisputed king of the hatchback segment. It looks phenomenal, the tech is slick, and the cargo space is incredibly practical. But we don't live in 2016. We live in 2026. This car is a dinosaur wearing a smartwatch. It is a beautiful, shiny monument to Legacy Auto's stubborn refusal to fully commit to the electric transition. If Kia had offered this exact body style, this exact interior, but with a fully electric skateboard chassis and a 300-mile battery range, it would be the greatest car of the year. Instead, they compromised. And in the brutally competitive automotive landscape of the late 2020s, compromise equals irrelevance. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you want the unfiltered truth about the EV revolution and the global automotive industry, make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, and share this video. The transition to clean energy is happening faster than anyone predicted, and I am here to make sure you don't get left behind. Stay safe, stay informed, and I will see you on the next one.